What is up, people YouTube? It is I, Super Mariozilla, or you can call me Vinny, and today we're going to take a look at the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Noir. Spider-Noir is an alternate universe and a much more aggressive version of Spider-Man. Fun fact, I was introduced to him thanks to the video game Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. I loved his stages in that game, and it made me love this version of Spidey. Collectors have been looking forward to him since he was first revealed. Is he a good one? Let's take a closer look. This figure reuses parts from the Rhino Build-A-Figure Wave Ghost Rider and reuses the jacket from Nick Fury. Are these parts in good use? Yes, I believe so. Reusing parts is not a bad thing if it makes sense. The head sculpt is the only new part about this figure, and it looks great. The paint job is pretty good. The silver eyes are a nice touch and makes this figure pop on the shelf. The neck piece is sculpted nicely and almost looks scarfish. The jacket has a really nice sculpt and went as far to give us the buttons. Paintwork is just a satin black, there's not too much to talk about there, and the belt has a nice sculpt and the buckle is actually painted this time. Good on Hasbro for that. The arms have a baggy jacket-like sculpt and it looks really good. The details from the creases and to the folds and the texture is really well done. Awesome work. The legs have the same baggy cloth-like scope and the satin black is here again, and it looks really nice. The boots are more glossy black and the sculpt definitely resembles a boot. Nice sculpt work all around to the shoelaces and the straps. The jacket is really good, sculpted really well. Great detail to the creases, folds, imprint marks. It all looks marvelous. Spider-Noir definitely succeeds in the looks, and is arguably the best looking in the whole wave. Spider-Man Noir's articulation is actually quite nice, despite the sculpting. So let's go over it. Head can look about this high up. It is on a ball hinge. It's not too far, but it's not bad either. Can look about this far down, which is actually pretty good. The head does have slight play to it, so that does allow it to give it more range. Has slight pivot, and can look side to side. Arms are on the swivel hinge. They can do a 360, and they can hinge about this far up, but because sculpting, it's not going to go any higher up than this, so it's a bit disappointing, but it's nothing to lose sleep over. Biceps can swivel, but mine are pretty stiff. Arms are on a double hinge. Not the best range, but it's also not the worst. Hands are on a swivel hinge. Range, again, is pretty solid. Ab crunch. He could crunch about this far forward, which is pretty good. And he can't really ab really back at all because of the jacket. So, unless if you take the jacket off, you're not going to get too much back movement. Legs can move this far forward, which is actually pretty good. This far back, which is better than most figures I've seen, so I'm surprised. He does split a little bit better than the regular Spider-Man. Thighs can swivel. Knees are on a double hinge. They have very good range for a Marvel Legend, especially with a sculpt this bulky. It's pretty nice. Boots cannot swivel, which is surprising because I'm always used to those when there's boots. We have the ankle rocker. It can hinge this far forward, which is, it's not grand. So, yeah. And he can hinge about this far down, which is better than he forward. So, Spider-Man Noir's articulation is definitely pretty solid. Definitely better than some of the other Marvel Legends we've seen. The only disappointments is the shoulder joints. But other than that, I can't really note anything else. It's basic for a Marvel Legends, but still, if you need Noir Spider-Man in some pretty cool poses, you're good to go. Spider-Noir stands just about 6.5 inches. Here he is with the Marvel Legends Ghost Rider and Black Widow. Here he is with the Marvel Legends Spider-Punk and Lasher. Here he is with the Marvel Legends Spider-Woman and Gwenpool. Here he is with the Marvel Legends Mysterio and Prowler. And finally, here he is with the Marvel Legends Demolition Man and Lizard. Spider-Noir scales nicely with the other Marvel Legends Spider-Man figures, so no complaints in the scale department. He only has 2 accessories, these 2 guns. Great sculpts, but I wish they had, paint! Both of his hands are gun-holding hands, and the gun fits in nice and snug in either of the hands. No worries about them falling off. but it's a tight fit, so be careful, try not to break your hands. He only has one gun holster, which is hidden in his jacket. The gun fits in there just fine, but I don't understand why it's only one. I don't necessarily count this, but the jacket is also an accessory, kind of. I say that because you do have the option to remove it, which is pretty cool. It would have been nice to get some alternate hands with this Spider-Man, so to be honest, the accessories here are kind of limited. That kind of blows. So, buy, don't buy, or wait for a sale. Spider-Noir is a cool figure and not bad at all, but the articulation limitations can be annoying since this is a Spider-Man figure after all, and the accessories, while neat, are not enough for this figure. Don't get me wrong, this figure, again, is not bad at all, but I wouldn't be surprised if some Spider-Man fans are left disappointed with this figure. I personally wasn't, but that's because my expectations were pretty low. If you want the Lizard and want to complete the Spider-Verse, you may want to get this. Or if you just want a Noir Spider-Man figure, this is for you. Just lower your expectations and you'll be happy. I'll give this figure a 8 out of 10. Well, that's it. Thanks guys and gals so much for watching. If you liked this video, hit that like button. If you would like to be updated on when new videos goes up, be sure to subscribe. If you want to be notified when new videos go live, be sure to hit that bell icon. And if you want some behind the scenes stuff, be sure to follow me on Instagram. Link to it is down below. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.